Hello, I'm Jenny Denon, the nonprofit librarian for the Columbus Metropolitan Library System. I'm based in the Business and Nonprofit Resource Center at Main Library here in Columbus, Ohio. The Business and Nonprofit Resource Center is a co-working space where customers can access all kinds of resources that they need to successfully build and run their organization. From computers with software like Adobe Creative Cloud to subscription-only databases with all kinds of information that small organizations need. We also provide access to librarians like me and a large number of community experts who all provide free one-on-one support to library customers. The Business and Nonprofit Resource Center also provides lots of free classes and events to help small nonprofits level up their skills, make connections with other nonprofit professionals, and access the information they need for their nonprofit to succeed. You can find more information on our website. Today, we're going to take a look at GrantStation, one of the library's premium resources for nonprofits. Like many of the library's resources, GrantStation is a tool that users typically have to pay a subscription cost to access, but is free to use with your library card. If you don't have a library card, it's easy to sign up for one through our website. Any Ohio resident is eligible for a library card at the Columbus Metropolitan Library. GrantStation is a database of nonprofit funders. Nonprofits looking for funding can use this tool to search for grant makers whose giving history aligns with their mission and learn everything they need to identify their best prospects and determine next steps for obtaining funding. GrantStation has multiple databases for searching for different types of funders, including state, federal, and private grant makers. However, its real strength comes from its GS Verified database. This is a collection of over 15,000 funder profiles that have been curated by GrantStation staff. In order to be included in this database, funders must accept unsolicited proposals, applications, or letters of inquiry, accept requests from a range of organizations, and be actively providing grants this year. This criteria means that nonprofits seeking grants may be likely to find strong, viable funding opportunities that they can apply for in the near future. GrantStation also includes a wealth of helpful educational materials, like step-by-step guides to grant-seeking strategy and proposal writing, and sample grant proposals. GrantStation is only available to use at Main Library at 96 South Grant Avenue. GrantStation can be accessed from the library's website. Begin on the library's homepage, www.columbuslibrary.org. From there, select Adults from the options across the top of the page and choose Business and Nonprofit Resource Center from the drop-down menu. This will take you to the Business and Nonprofit Resource Center website. There, scroll down the page to check out our nonprofit resources and select View Resources in the orange box. Here, you'll find an alphabetical listing of all the library's nonprofit resources. Scroll down the list and click Access Now under GrantStation. This is the GrantStation homepage. The initial search defaults to the GS Verified U.S. Charitable Funder search. This is the database curated by GrantStation staff with funders that must meet certain criteria to be included, and is where most users will likely want to begin their search. To begin searching, use the filters on the left of the screen to describe your organization's work. Start by selecting your geographic scope or the locations where your work will be taking place. Then, under Areas of Interest, select the terms that best describe the primary mission or focus of your organization. These are the primary filters you should use for every search, but you can also add additional filters, including application deadline date, to see funders whose application deadlines are within the next 30 to 180 days. If you need help figuring out which terms to use, you can click the Help Me Search button. You'll be asked to enter some information about your nonprofit or even add your website URL. GrantStation's AI tool will then generate a list of suggested search terms. Once you're ready, click Submit to run your search. Your results will include a list of grant makers whose giving history aligns with your search terms, along with a summary of key information about each funder. To see any funder's full profile, click View Profile. Each funder profile includes detailed information to help you determine whether the funder is a good match for your organization and next steps for approaching them. The profile page includes a description of the funder's areas of interest and priorities, details about upcoming opportunities, application guidelines, and eligibility requirements, as well as contact information and links to the funder's Forms 990. You can use the icons at the top of the screen to print this page or send it to an email. The Grants Awarded tab provides a list of the grants the funder has awarded, including the recipient, amount, and purpose of the grant. This list is based on funders' 990 forms and goes back as far as 2018. The Grant Stats tab summarizes information about the funder's giving, including the locations of the nonprofits they have funded, as well as charts outlining the number and size of grants they've awarded. The Key Leaders tab lists names of leadership and board members. While the GS Verified database tends to provide the most useful results for nonprofits seeking funding, GrantStation provides several additional databases. The 990PF information database includes information about private funders who have filed a 990PF form. This database will include many more funders than the GS Verified database, but has limited options for searching. Because these profiles are based only on 990PF filings and do not have the same level of curation as the GS Verified profiles, they may have limited details and may include funders that are no longer active or do not accept unsolicited proposals. Use the 990PF information database if there is a specific funder or recipient you would like to know more about that isn't included in the GS Verified database. GrantStation also has a database to search just for federal funders, as well as lists of state government resources, which include state agencies that provide support to nonprofits in the form of grants, loans, contracts, technical assistance, and more. Additionally, nonprofits operating outside the U.S. can access databases of Canadian and international funders. Finally, GrantStation offers some great educational materials for nonprofits new to grant seeking. These include a detailed overview of how to build a grant-seeking strategy, as well as a step-by-step guide to proposal writing, including a library of sample grant proposals to review. Together, GrantStation's resources can help you find potential funders, gather all the information you need to determine whether they're a good fit for your organization, and craft a winning grant proposal. Thanks for checking out this video. If you have questions, you are welcome to reach out to me by email at business@columbuslibrary.org or send a message through our website. Don't forget to keep an eye on the calendar on our website, where you can find all our upcoming events, our Ask an Expert sessions, and links to lots more resources. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content from the Business and Nonprofit Resource Center. See you next time.